So this is the new Citroen C4e, the electric car that come out of Citroen as well. There's a few bits on this big sheet that I have here that I want to read out to you. Look, the model price, 36,603, including the $5,000 grant, so it's actually 41.5. And then you get a grant for the rest. The road tax 120, obviously, because it's a full electric. It's a bit windy here today. There's a 100 kilowatt motor in this, which is pretty good. It's 136 horsepower, 50 kilowatt battery, 50 kilowatt hour battery. And it says the range is 350 kilometers. I'd say it's probably closer to 300. It's a 50 kilowatt hour battery. Not going to get much more out of that. Some good little bits and pieces in it. I love all the little drawers we were opening. I like the exterior styling. Let's have a look at the exterior styling for a second. Huge spotlight on this. You can see a massive front to it here, and these kind of wraparound LEDs, which are all here along the side. You get these plastic fairings. 18-inch alloys are standard. All the plastic on the side. They say it's the best-in-class ground clearance is on this car as well, which is pretty good. Coming around the back, we're in Coins Cross, so we're in the middle of an apple green here as well. You can see the back here has the LED stuff. A very busy rear end. You get the little E note here to say it's an electric car, but that's pretty much the only thing you have here. It's got a decent boot as well. It's a flat floor in here. There's plenty of headroom inside. You don't lack any headroom in the driver or passenger compartments, and it's actually got a big boot. And whether you buy electric, petrol, hybrid, diesel, whatever one, you get the same size boot. There's no intrusion here. This actually has a secondary boot underneath as well to store your cables. Pretty clever little move, that one, Citroen. I like that. It's got everything I need in an electric car. It seems to be pretty well priced, very well designed. Even if you start rooting at the prices, a little over 40 grand for it's actually okay. $5,000 grant back from that, of course, which makes it 36,603 for this actual model. I'm standing here with a flare pack, which has 18-inch wheels, tinted side windows, chrome details, blue color pack, lighting has the LED vision stuff, LED lights all around. You get a 5.5-inch backlit full driver's instrument cluster, a 10-inch high-resolution screen inside as well. So it's got tons of stuff in it for that money. It's pretty good. Not a bad little car. We'll have it on the road in the next couple of weeks as well. We're going to take it with a spin now, and I'm going to book it in for a longer. I'll do a range test on this car as well to see is it anywhere near the 350 things. So let's go for a little spin in the car now.
Worth a quick mention here is the Stellantis group, as they have bought out Citroen and many others. They have big plans as well. They have planned a 30 billion investment over the next 4 years. Nickel-free batteries available by 2024. Solid-state batteries by 2026. They are also developing 4 EV-only platforms to go between 500 and 800 kilometers range. In Ireland and more locally, 5-year warranty is now standard, as is a 1.9% APR on both hire purchase and PCP offering. There's also a 3-year roadside assistance.
So the interior looks really good too. I really like that they've kept the standard dials, that they've taken away the touchscreen stuff, because that's from PSA group. It really annoys me when they just go with this everything in a touchscreen. Physical dials are much safer to use on a daily basis. Massive heads-up display in front of you as well. It's a glass panel that actually comes out of the dashboard in front of you, so it makes this sort of weird noise when it's going on, but it's okay. Everything is amplified inside an electric car because it's just so quiet in here. Everything is so quiet in electric cars, it's very hard to think of it in any other way. This is a lovely car, a 50 kilowatt hour battery, which is about 300 kilometer range, give or take. You probably get a little bit more if you try hard, a little bit less if you pull hard on it all the time. Standard city driving tends to do a little bit better for electric cars than sitting on the open road. You can get fairly good range when you're sitting at motorway speeds sometimes, but once you go over 100 kilometers an hour on these electric cars, it really does hurt the battery. It really does stop the car from going very far. It's pure wind resistance. Weirdly, Citroen seem to be getting a little bit more range from than their cars from the PSA group. It's aerodynamics, they say, that they've done a better job of the aerodynamics than the PSA group was doing. Don't know how true that is or how untrue it is, but they seem to be getting a better range out of it. That's all right. Touch screens and stuff inside all seem to work as well. I don't really have a complaint here. It's priced pretty well. It's a little bit over 36.5 grand. That includes a $5,000 grant from the SCAI, which you get retrospectively, by the way. So the actual price of the car is a little bit over 40,000. for this one, and then you get the £5,000 grant back again. You will need a home charge point. Please don't ever be convinced by anybody out there that you can use these things and just charge on the street forever. It will cost you the earth to run these things if you're using street chargers all the time. You need to have a home charger in. You get a grant for those as well, so it's about 1,200 quid usually for a charger, about 1,000 to 1,200 for a good one that's fully installed. You get about half that back off the SCAI for putting it in. Again, it's retrospectively, so you can only get it when you've actually got a car. Don't ask. It's a silly system. We should be granting the install of electric charge points to every household in the country. This should not be an optional thing. It should just be installed. I am calling on businesses out there to please put pressure on for grants to install chargers in your businesses. I have found over the last couple of weeks driving a lot of electric cars that have been across the country, and I found that there's no charge points in some places, even hotels and campsites and things where people are going to be going for long holidays. We're at 7% of the market really now, but you're starting to see electric cars pretty much everywhere on the road. That's cool. That's exactly what we're looking for. They're on the way there. Now they're starting to get usable. The cars that have come out in the last couple of years have been pretty good. The cars before that were iffy enough. Now the big boys starting to play good games now, and the cars are starting to get really good as well. They're good to drive, they handle a bit better. Coming back to this particular Citroen one, it is really comfortable in here. The suspension dampening has been done to an incredibly high degree, and it's very nice and easy to drive. As always, they're automatics and they're very nice. Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for following, subscribing and doing all sort of stuff. Few changes coming to the channel up soon. Won't take very long for the changes to take place. The name will change on the channel. We're going to do a rebranding kind of an idea as well. Just a sort of a tidy up and a freshen up of the whole thing and see how it get on with that sort of stuff as we start to approach our 70,000 subscribers, which would be really nice at this stage. Hoping to get to 100,000 this year, maybe. Don't know. There's a lot of social media outlets these days. It's very hard to grow on them, but hopefully I got your attention as a subscriber now. More of these reviews to come. Thank you very much for watching, and until the next time, I'll see you on the far side.